All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing. But you guys know what time it is. We're going to be discussing none other than Bonk itself, see what is happening with the price of Bonk, and of course what we could be expecting as we go further into the month of March. As we are looking at the overall markets, I'm sure everyone at this point really understands as to what is happening for the broader market. Things are looking quite good as far as altcoins are concerned. As far as meme coins go, meme coins are cooling off a little bit over the past few days. Of course, at this point, no one really needs our reminder. Meme coins are absolutely killing it. But to be specific, if we're looking at Bonk, it's up 1.2% over the past 24 hours in USD comparative. Still about 4 zeros in front of the price, currently sitting at 30.53, but down about 3.1% in Bitcoin comparative over the past 24 hours. Now, for focusing on its market cap, on the other hand, it's sitting still above $2 billion mark, and the 24-hour trading volume has decreased quite substantially over the past few days, currently sitting at 368 million. That is not something that I worry about too much. That's something organic that will pick up. But this kind of gives us an understanding that in terms of demand for Bonk as of now over the past few days has decreased, which is totally fine in my opinion. I still think long term, especially over the next 12 to 14 months, the potential is definitely higher compared to where it's at now. But we're going to take it one step at a time and not forget the fact that Bonk has gone up substantially over the past 2 weeks. But before we go into it any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So of course, if we're looking at Bonk's overall ranking, it's currently ranked at the top 65th spot. And if we're looking at it compared to some of its competitors, you're starting to see a little bit of weakness within its price. And what I mean by that is, let's just take a look at these 5 projects. So Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, Pepe, Floki, and Bonk. And I want you guys to really understand as to what's going on. So you did see Floki taking over Bonk's market cap. Floki definitely has a lot of momentum on its side right now, a lot of volume flowing in from the Asian market for Floki. But that's not what I want you guys to be focusing on. I want you guys to be focusing on between Bonk and Pepe. Just a few week ago, we saw market caps very, very close between the two. But then, Pepe really took over and went on this massive tear. And I think there could be something behind the scenes for Pepe that we do not know of. But as of now, Bonk, in terms of momentum, has slowed down a little bit. Easiest way to kind of look at it, if you are a newcomer coming to the markets, easiest way to look at that is just by looking at the last 7 days. If you're looking at the last 7 days compared to Pepe, it's down 11.9% over the past 1 week. But if you're looking at Pepe, it's up 11.9% on the week. But before anyone comes and start fudding at the project itself, there's some things that a lot of people do tend to forget, and I will get a little bit more into that as you do go into this update. So if you're looking at news, BitMEX, one of the biggest exchanges in the crypto space, did come out and list Bonk, and not a surprise at this point. At the end of the day, the more listings, the better for these exchanges, because at the end of the day, this is money in their pocket. So you could see for yourself, says the dog wait is over. Bonk, is officially on board BitMEX. Bonk is now available on BitMEX Spot, meaning you can deposit, trade, and convert Bonk. So this is obviously a great thing. Another exchange, another big exchange that's coming on board and listing it. So gives more options to a lot of people to get access to Bonk quite easily. But that's not the exciting part. What a lot of people still are forgetting is, as of now, in terms of the new meme coins, hear me out very carefully, in terms of the new meme coins, only Bonk is still on Coinbase. And Coinbase, by far, in my opinion, is the biggest fiat gateway out there. There's nothing that gets bigger than that. People can say Binance, but I still don't think Binance is at the level of fiat gateway. That requires a little bit more, knowledge on crypto. I have a little bit of experience as to how deposits, withdrawal works. Some people just don't want to get involved in that. And you'd be surprised. Maybe if you are already in the crypto space over the past few months, you're probably like Crypto ZX. That's really straightforward. But you'd be surprised as to how many people just want to stay on one exchange, and Coinbase is the biggest one out there. And as of now, Bonk is only available on Coinbase in terms of new coins. And yes, Pepe is not on there. You've heard that correct. So that gives us a huge advantage. And on top of that, another massive advantage that Bonk has for itself is connections with none other than Solana ecosystem. Solana ecosystem has been on a massive tear. The native token of Solana is absolutely killing it recently, and that just speaks for itself. It kind of gives you an indication as to where Solana ecosystem is going, and I really do believe strongly that Bonk will benefit out of this move of Solana. And of course, speaking about Solana, the meme coins on Sol are absolutely giving life-changing gains to a lot of people. Look at WIF token. This was 1,000 extra for people that caught in early. There's so many, list goes on and on. And that just gives you an understanding as to what Solana ecosystem really means and why SPL tokens are extremely hyped. Something I've been discussing for months and months now at this point. So if we're looking at BTC right now, Bitcoin is very close towards its all-time high. I'm not going to spend too much time on Bitcoin. You guys can see we did see a new all-time high just a few hours ago for BTC as we started off the Monday, brand new week. And again, if you do follow me on my channel and you watch my updates, that is something that I was anticipating, and we did see the price of Bitcoin reaching an all-time high, pushing above 70K for the first time for good. And of course that was really nice. Broke the internet. The crypto Twitter was going crazy. The traditional financial world was going crazy, but the stock market right now is also in a boom. If you are focusing on the stock market, the S&P has been on a rally, and the correlation is definitely there. We tend to think the correlation is not there, and usually if you've been in the space for a while, especially not the last bull cycle, I would say the one before, prior to COVID, at that time I think the correlation was negative, but now we are seeing positive correlation between the stock market and BTC, and they both are rallying right now, so that's something we need to consider as well. But if you're looking at Bonk right now, you're seeing at this point, it's no secret that the price is just consolidating. Hasn't really seen a push towards the upside. Last all-time high was on the 4th of March, so we're looking at about a week since the price of Bonk was at an all-time high. So like I said, lower interest as of now. The interest as of now that we're seeing for Bonk is not as high as to what we were seeing just a few weeks ago, but that's totally fine. Just a quick reminder for everyone still, at the end of the day, let's not forget from February 27th, since then, Bonk ran up 265%, and even after a pullback, it's still up 132%. And this is something a lot of people do tend to forget, but you don't want to be forgetting this. And also on top of that, what you're starting to notice is we're being supported by the previous all-time high, which was in December of last year. So that exact all-time high at one point is really helping the price of Bonk right now as the price is consolidating. So what you as a holder of Bonk want to see is the price consolidating within this range. You could pretty much see this consolidation really has been happening over the past few days. You can see if I were to kind of zoom in, pretty much since March 6th, you're seeing this pattern playing out. And this is what you want to continuously see, because this is going to solidify its overall support that we're seeing, and the more it consolidates, the better it is. But in order for it to see a pop, you need to break out of the 3520 zone, and that's where I think we can get a little bit excited, and that is a move of still about 16.38%. And I still think Bonk has more legs in itself. I don't think the overall meme coin season is over as of now, because if you're looking at Doge is still holding quite well. So that's what I'm currently taking a look at. That's how I'm analyzing the charts, but do let me know down below what you guys think. And of course, let me know where you think Bonk will be in terms of ranking before we end the bear cycle. Before we end the bull cycle. So that is it for today's update. We'll see you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.